Mr. Boakye, what else do you find dodgy about this entire contract? Because it appears as we peel it like an onion, layer by layer, there seem to be many problems. The categorization of the company as an industrial one, the pipeline that must be constructed and the size of it, the extension of it, and excess power and all of that. But what else do you find problematic, about this entire contract?
No, I think the whole arrangement doesn't sit well with us, and that's why we're raising the concerns. I mean, I heard Honorable say that the approval of 6.5 was wrong in the first place. And if you check the letter that was written by the Energy Commission, it was really to correct that. It means that it was wrong, and the Commission sought to correct that wrong. So they responded to Ghana Gas to say that you cannot give them industrial tariff because they are power users. What you can do is to give them a rebate on the transmission charge so that that pays for the investment and then you can own it. So subsequently, Ghana Gas, I'm told, and I've seen some documents also from floating, that they also signed an agreement with GENSER to refer to the WACOG, or the weighted average cost of gas approved by PURC, as a reference price for their engagement with GENSER. So what that means is that Ghana Gas was now beginning to respond to the regulatory agencies and to price the gas at that level, all right? So I think that's where GNPC was not, GENSER was not happy, and then they went to GNPC, got ministerial approvals, got EMT declaration that Ghana Gas cannot sell to power producers, so that allows GNPC to then negotiate with GENSER on this agreement that has become the subject of this conversation. But check it. If EMT, bars Ghana Gas from selling to power consumers, except industrial consumers. So what that means is that Ghana Gas is supposed to sell to industrial consumers, and GNPC is supposed to sell to power consumers. How then does GNPC now get into an agreement that says that it is selling gas to GENSER for an industrial tariff? So the explanations that are coming, and that's why I'm surprised that those explanations were given to Parliament, and Mr. Atachian says he's happy with GNPC and not with civil society for raising questions on numbers that are in the document. All right. So those are the fundamental questions, and I expect that Parliament will perhaps pay more attention to the numbers that we have put out. We would have been happy to hear Honorable Atachian and Honorable Katie Hammond speak to the numbers and say that there is no subsidy, and also compute, the 3.26 that has been given on the existing infrastructure, and a further discount to 4.3 on the extension to Kumasi, and say that those numbers do not discount the price by $1.5 billion. That way they will be, telling the truth to the Ghanaian public. But just to simply say that we are being sensational without speaking to the numbers, you're not being fair to the conversation that we are having at this point for the national interest. And I think we have to stay with the numbers. Let GNPs to justify why we should go and buy gas on the average 6.08, and they want to sell it at 7.29. That gap has to be accounted for. And that is all we are asking for. Right. We have to put the numbers together and justify why that decision and why GENSER merits that kind of subsidy.